Hello everybody! Looks like my camera is set up in the right position since I didn't test that before I went live. How's it going? I'm Jack, UI UX designer, illustrator, animator, donut connoisseur. My shirt looks green, it's actually blue. I wonder if that's because it's keying out. Anyways, lots of friends joining us already. We've got Sarah Mapes. Sarah was just live right before me. Katarina's here, Garrett's here, Odari's here. Scrolling down, checking out the crew. Umacorn is here. Sarah Mapes, Gareth, Odari, and Umacorn are all streamers here on Behance, so be sure to go check them out. Oliver is also here. Nice to see you, Oliver. Yes, Corey is saying, good seeing you on Adobe Live. Yes, we were all here to support Odari. This past week, Odari streamed on Adobe Live on the 14th, on Valentine's Day, no less. So, super cool. If you didn't get a chance to check that out, I think I have a link handy to that project. If you give me 1 second, you can see the final project that Odari posted to Behance. I'm gonna check out. Oh my gosh. There we go. Got a link for you. There we go. Be sure to check out that project from Odari. The punk love. Anyways, oh, I should probably post this. I'm also streaming on Twitch on YouTube, so I need to remember to also post those links there. We are simulcasting. All right, let's switch over to my screen. More castle. What can I tell you? Last week we worked on the inner courtyard here. And I went through and didn't really do anything noticeable, but I did go back through and fix all of these shenanigans that were happening over here with these weird plants, and they were not showing with the bevel anymore. And I also made sure that I sorted out all the color issues. So if we zoom out really quickly, oh, I don't need this on my screen anymore. We pop open our color swatch here, we can change the colors in real time. So, I did manage to get that fixed. So, that's good. It means we can adjust those colors. We need to eventually get this to a point where we can change the colors. And, sort of permanently. So, yeah. But, we're not there yet. Alright. Annika's here. Welcome, Annika. Annika's also streaming here on Behance. Corey's sharing all of the links. Yeah, this is just an error because I'm using way too many 3D effects in this file. So, you know, as you do. Sean's here. Hi, Sean! From Gozo, Malta. Are you on vacation, Sean? I wish I was on vacation. That sounds lovely. Sean is also a streamer on Behance. We got all the streamers joining today. I think Annik was saying something about adding some snake plants. I don't know. Did we discuss adding snake plants? Snake plants. Those are like the stripy plants. Tall stripy plants. We haven't added any yet. Dee's here. Welcome, Dee. Alright, like I said, I am sort of tempted at this point in my life to copy and paste these trees around and just kind of make some modifications and then add some of these little plants in and around and then add as we go, because I don't know that I want to. Making these trees was fun but also really tedious, and so I might just reuse them for my sanity. But we can always make some adjustments here. For example, I'm going to reuse this here. Because I don't feel like redrawing all of that. Actually, the title said plants, plants, plants. Yeah, that's what the title is today because that's going to be the primary focus. I don't think I'm going to work on any more building elements at this point in time. Although the sort of remaining items in terms of buildings are definitely the this fountain here. I need to address that at some point, but I think for the most part I have all the buildings in here. The other thing that I need to kind of address is the central area. You can see here, I'm not really going to touch these outer walls. I'm just going to make sure I've got all of the final towers in their place and finish that back wall. But I'm probably not going to add any more details there. But I am going to go in here and kind of finish out. I want to add the roof style to both of these. We gotta add a couple more details. And we also need to make a couple pattern swatches. We could do that today as well. Because I need to contemplate how I'm going to add some textures to this. I don't think I'm going to go the route I did last time, which was more like... Oh, we can open it up and see. Let me find my original again. Just keep this open all the time. I don't think we're going to go with this texture this time, which is sort of like this 3D texture. I think we're going to go with something a little bit different. Well, Sean, I hope you enjoy your vacation, even if I am jealous. There we go. Might be able to. Nope. I'm gonna just, in so many ways, cheese it because I don't want to redraw this. I was right the first time and leaving that isometric right. How you doing today, Annika? Wow, what was I doing here with this, the edge of this path? I need to tilt this so that it is aligned to the side here. If anybody has any questions about the 3D challenges as well while we're here this week, I have a set of 3D focused Illustrator challenges. And if anybody has any questions about anything from that, or anything they would like to see again, or something that you had a question about how I did, I'm happy to answer those questions for you. Let's actually keep this. So. I'm gonna bring this out farther. I'm fine with that. Then I'm just gonna rearrange some of these now since I think. There we go. And we'll do, just bring these behind. All the way behind. Are these 3D shapes expanded? They are not expanded. I'm keeping them 3D for as long as humanly possible. So, they have not been expanded yet. We still unexpanded. And it says, also Jack, have you been having issues with the latest release on M1? As soon as I click on my swatches, it crashed, so I had to downgrade to a much older version. Issues with the latest Mac OS or issues with the latest Illustrator? I can't tell you if I've been having issues with the latest Mac OS since I literally just updated it. It was harassing me all week to update, and I was like, no, I'm not going to update this right now while I'm hosting the challenges because that's the last thing I need. And so I was holding off. Oh, the latest version of Illustrator. I don't think I've had many issues with latest version of Illustrator, but like I said, I just updated my Mac OS. Literally, I think I finally let it update last night. So I may be slightly behind. There's a report that prompted me to possible solutions. There was Annika saying there's a report, and that prompted me to possible solutions, and that didn't help at all. When using swatches, I lost all my preferences, and that still didn't fix anything, so I downgraded. Oh no. No, I have not encountered any issues on that level yet. But that does not mean that I won't. Yeah, Garrett's saying I've had issues with mine not opening the 3D materials panel. Just get the spinning beach ball. I know Gareth, you've been having issues with the 3D effects, so, which is unfortunate because I feel you of all people could do some really cool stuff with them, and it makes me sad that you don't have access to them. I'm actually wondering. So, I have a couple of options. I could add just some trees along here, and I'm wondering if there's some other castle, some kind of element I could have to add to this corner, or if we just think plants, it should just be plants. So. Annika says, yeah, it's annoying, but work is work. Let's do. I'm on AI 2022. I am on 2023. Let's put you. I'm gonna put you over here. And we're gonna make this taller and larger. And we're gonna zoom in here. This is the nice thing about once you've already kind of got your kind of base structure of this down. I can just kind of make modifications as we go, add more things pretty easily for the most part. Go in here. Let's select everything but this branch. Do need to get a project up for the 3D challenges that we just did. Did anybody end up participating in the Substance bootcamp, the 3D bootcamp that was this week? Let me know in the chat if you ended up exploring any of the tools or anything like that. Would love to know. And what you thought, what your experience was, if you enjoyed it. Well, let me know if you did or didn't enjoy it, I should say. Yannick says no. Katarina hasn't either. That's okay. I'm just curious if anybody ended up doing any of them. Oliver's saying I keep having weird issues with stuff in Mac OS Ventura, but I'm on an older Intel Mac. I will tell you that I updated my Mac and it opened up and scared the crap out of me because it opened to the like lock screen was just a gray background, and I was like, why? But that seems to have not been an issue. So that was fun. I had a heart attack for a moment. Love that. Love that for me, Apple. I'm just trying to figure out where to put this. I can't find any place that, like, I'm happy with. Actually, I kind of like it lower. I don't know. Let's leave it there for now. No, there was no reason for it to give me that gray screen of terror. But it did. I'm gonna grab some of these as well. And it says blue screen of death and gray screen of terror. If you know, you know. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. I was like, why have you done this? Why? What is gonna happen when I log in? Never something you want to see. Colby's here. How's it going, Colby? Alright, I think this is looking pretty good. Nobody has given me any answers on this corner. What types of other things are there for castles that we could put in that spot? I mean, at first I thought we could do another garden bed that was like triangular shaped, but I don't know that that's it. I feel like that's a lot of gardens. You know. I wish I knew more about castles. I need a castle expert. A mount with a large crossbow on it. Ooh, let's look up crossbows. We don't have any. We don't have any weapons. It is also a floating castle, so I guess it makes sense that they would have some kind of giant... Oh my gosh, what am I searching for? Let me see what you said, Oliver. You mean a ballista, Corey says. Oliver says, gotta defend the castle. Trellis? Oh, we could add some trellises along the side there. Statues. Trebuchet. there's the chat is divided between the people who are like, add some more plants and statues, and the people who are like, weapons. Alright. Wow, this is really complicated. But maybe we can make it work. I'm gonna have to, like, brainstorm how I do this. Looks like there are, like, several kinds. Some of them are just on wheels. Alright, I think it's gonna be easiest if we start with a base and the... like bow mechanism. I think that's where we're gonna start. Why not both? Oliver says cannons, vats of boiling oil, you know. Annika says why not both? Yeah, we could do both. As long as I don't forget. Weaponry or flora. Yep. Alright, let's start with... I think I want to start on the landscape layer? Maybe the castle layer. Let's go with the castle layer. I'm just gonna draw out a shape here. Oh, you know what I need to make sure I have turned on? Turned off, I should say. New art as basic appearance. There we go. Alright, so let's start with the base. I'm using that so I can have my lighting and, you know, all of this kind of stuff consistent, so. I'm actually going to turn this off really quickly. And let's do... Let's start with this. And I'm going to drag this here. Alright. Let's merge these. And then let's turn this on. And then let's extrude this out quite a bit more. I actually think this needs to be larger. Alright, and then we need to add... I think this needs to be the same approximate width. But it needs to be going the opposite direction. So what is the width on this? We need to go 60. Okay. So the extrude is going to be 4.5. Okay. And then we do... Let's see. That's not quite what I wanted. I think I have to change this. I need to bring this up. Alright, and then this needs to come... Let's turn this off. Bring this down. I need to have this go all the way up using smart guides until these two points align. There we go. There we go. Oh, what did I do there? Oh, you know what? This is going to be annoying, isn't it? Okay, let's undo that. I'm going to have to bring this all the way into position before I... bring this up. Okay, there we go. Fixed it. Alright, now we can extend this up a little bit more. A lot more. Okay, so this is kind of the base. Now I need to go isometric right. Okay. Copy and paste and flip it. Looking good. Trebuchet experts. Oh, hello, Adobe Live. Oh, Gareth, I love that idea. Gareth says giant Venus flytraps are Audrey's. Definitely need that. Colby's saying helicopter landing pad. Well, we do have in the one that I did a while back, we have our little friend here. Sort of reminiscent of the fierce listen, by the time that we finish this, like, the new Tears of the Kingdom Zelda game is going to be out, so it'll be perfect timing. So, here we go. Hey Bliss, how's it going? Bliss is also another streamer here on Behance. Colby is also a streamer on Behance, just hasn't been around in a while. So, it's good to see you though, Colby. I hope you're doing well. I was going to write down this Audrey Venus flytrap idea before it leaves my brain forever. I'm also going to group all of this, because, and I'm going to name this, what did we call this? Lista. That way I can also remember the name later on when I'm trying to recall what I was doing here. Okay, so we've got our labels. Including my note here. I'm going to laugh every time I see that, I'm sorry. Okay, so we're going to say some Venus flytrap / Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors. I'm gonna spell this wrong. I don't know if it's EY or ERY. REY. And let's see what else do we need to add to our list here. Oop. I think there was something else. Trebuchet. Is there a T on the end? Trebuchet. I'm never gonna get there. Yeah, there. Oh, I spelled it right. Look at that. That never happens. Trebuchet. Helicopter. Landing pad. Yeah, no. As you do. Vines. Oh yeah, trellis. / vines. Alright, we've got a good list going now. If I don't take notes like this, then I inevitably forget something, and we don't want to do that. Alright, moving back over here to what we were working on before. Now we're getting into the tricky part. I'm tempted to do... So it looks like... There's like a... I'm trying to figure out how this works. There's like a arched section of this thing that where that has like where the essentially gigantic spear shoots out of. I'm trying to wrap my head around how this thing is constructed right now, so let's add this little arched section, and then I think we'll deal with the angle of this. Oh look, there's a like diagram. The side stanchion. And then the slider. So we're gonna work on the side stanchion. Yep. Which looks like a little arched thing. Alright, let's do that. So I'm gonna draw a shape. It's gonna be sort of like that. Go in here. I need to make this shorter. Oh, but how am I gonna round it? I'm gonna have to do a different side. Alright, let's change of plans. I need to go this way, and I need to choose isometric right. And there's a reason for that. And that is, I need to be able to round the top edge. So I can't do that if I don't extend it going in the opposite way. Alright, so let's copy and paste this in front. Let's make this, I did not want to do that, I wanted to do less. Okay. Make this larger. This is going to be like this platform that kind of sits at the top here. Okay. And let's make this a little bit taller. Feels like it should be quite tall. Let's bring it up, and then let's extend this one up a little bit more. 100's a good number. There we go. And then this has to go along the side here. I need to make this the same width as this. So I'm going to go over here, grab my width, put it in here. I can shorten it after the fact, but it does need to line up with this. Go. And then over here on the opposite side. Alright, so there's like that centerpiece. I think this might need to be, let's go thinner. The trebuchet experts are going to have to help me out with this. Make sure I'm doing it correctly. Alright, I'm satisfied with that. It's a crossbow on wheels. That's what Katarina says. Yeah, there were some on wheels and there's some that are like not. I opted for the not on wheels version. Oh, you know what we should have probably dealt with first? It might be too late now. I feel like should it be pointed straight out or should it be pointed at in the corner? I feel like it should be in the corner, but I also worry that that's going to be a lot more complicated, and especially since I've already gotten this far. And I'm not confident in my ability to make a whatever this thing's called. Rotate it 45 degrees. Towards the bridge or straight? Yeah, I was wondering if it should be straight. Or I mean, angled outward. Unless you think it should be angled towards the bridge. A decision to make. Yep, this is gonna be a pain. Bliss is asking if White Walkers are attacking. I mean, you never know, right? One can never be too prepared. I started to make a decision, as you can tell. I may regret this choice. But we're going for it. Bliss says, YOLO, Jack, go all out. Thanks, Bliss. I appreciate your confidence. Let's see. 89, 54, 80, negative 89. Well, that's not the rotation I wanted. This is slightly off. Ugh. Like my one pain point with the 3D tools. Okay, that's good. All right, now it's facing towards the bridge. So let me know if we want to go, which route we want to go, because once we've decided, there's really no going back. We have to kind of stick with what we decide. So. I'm just dragging this out. This is just gonna be here for the time being. Because I need to have a marker for the this piece. I know it doesn't make any sense, but we're getting there. Join the like back piece of this, where the angled piece is going to come down. Which I think we will do next. So we're going to do a long piece that is skinnier and taller. Not that tall. 15. I have to rotate it. Oh, this is going to be a not fun rotation. Let's maybe use this instead. Yeah, I think that's gonna work better. So I'm using this, what is this, isometric right? I think that's where it started instead. Copy this. In case I need that, I'm going to leave it. And then I need about this width. Between them. Group these and put them behind. Missing a lot of chat. Let me scroll up. Sarah said maybe some clickers from TLOU. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna look that up. The Last of Us. Okay. I was like, I don't know what that abbreviation is. Bliss, or no, Carrie saying I just meant drag the view towards there. Sarah says, Jack, are you excited for the new Zelda? I am, and so I've been excited since they announced it, and so I have been I've been avoiding any and all trailers and discussions and previews. I am of the mindset of once I know that I want to play something or see something, don't want to ruin it too much or like get unrealistic expectations. So after I'm like, okay, I know I'm gonna play this game, I won't watch any other like content about it and I'll just like get ready to play it when it comes out. Bliss was hoping to watch some Ghibli Studio movies, but HBO was being stingy and I didn't have them available. Oh no. Sarah says, I've also been doing the same. I also do the same thing, yeah. I just don't want to, like... People get so salty when they build something up in their head and then it comes out, it's not what they expected it to be. And it's like, well... Manage your expectations. It's kind of sassy of me to say, but it's true. Alright, how am I going to deal with the front of this now? Let's see. Maybe using this shape again. Yes, I think so. We'll just make it longer. Oh. Okay. This is gonna be tricky. There's like a opening here, but there's like boards on either side. So we need to make this like large. Let's actually, I'm gonna make this really long, like kind of get it positioned where I want it. Let's see. And then we want, what is set? So we want, let's go at 25. Let's make this lower opacity. There's a reason for this. Math. I'm trying to leave a consistent like 20 pixel to get 20 point opening here on either side. And then there's like a piece. Actually, let's undo. So now we'll use this back piece here. I'll bring it back up. Too many parts. And I'll just make it narrower. We need to make this now 75. Okay. Okay. Now this should be the same. These are like pieces of wood that hold the whole structure together. There we go. This song it's a good one. Alright, there we go. We'll need to add a piece in there. I think this is also where the bow part attaches. And that is going to be tricky to figure out. Let me think about this. It has to be I think I didn't want to do it from the side. Alright, let's see here. Let's grab this piece. Let's see what happens. Oh, there we go, kind of. Let's see if we're going to add this as an effect and see if that works. So I'm going to go to Effects, Warp, and I don't remember which one I used. Arch? It was Arc. Maybe? One of these did what I wanted it to do, and now I can't find it. I feel crazy, like I'm going crazy. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, I just needed to drag it below. That's what I was hoping for, that I could drag it kind of underneath and it would give me the shape that I wanted. Not an easy shape to accomplish. There we go. Although now it's getting weird on this side. If I put it on top, it's not going to work. Decisions I have to make. You see what I mean about this side? Because that's not right. So close, and yet so far. That back piece is really annoying. Bliss just wrote, oh, okay. And Behance put that as a link for some reason. Don't click it. Kennedy's saying, neat trick. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I thought this was going to work out, and it's not so much. Kennedy's saying, 3D modeling in Illustrator is a special experience for sure. And Bliss is saying, it's definitely gotten better. Well, my experience with it has gotten better over time. Yes, speaking of, since we're about halfway through, I want to remind everybody that I've got links in the description of this video. Oh gosh, I feel like I've said that a lot this week. These links are going to the challenges, the 3D challenges, and I've got a link to the 3D Bootcamp if you want to check those out. There was a special 3D Bootcamp focused on substance, and we worked with the new 3D tools. What I'm working with right now are the classic 3D tools. This was started a long time ago, and so I'm using the classic 3D tools because that's how it worked out. And this also would probably break my computer if I tried to use this many of the new 3D tools. There's a lot of 3D things in this, and so it would break things. Anyways, all that is to say, if you are interested in checking out those 3D challenges and learning how to do this, I also have a pro tips. If you search, like, I think it's like Illustrator Pro Tips, Isometric, or 3D, I don't remember what we called it. I did a pro tips, I don't remember if it was the pro tips bootcamp thing that we did, where I did a little mini version of this castle. If you want to kind of follow along and learn how to do it yourself. But I've got links to all of those challenges, like I said, in the description if you want to check them out. And if you missed it, I don't know how many people follow me on social. I'm just taking a break to give my brain some time to decompress from trying to troubleshoot this. So I am going off on a tangent. But I wanted to show what we did this week as well. So this one, I think this one was my favorite. Personally, I just love like how cute this turned out. So there you can learn how to make this one. This was Friday's challenge. This was on Wednesdays since we didn't have a Thursday challenge. This was Tuesdays. Tuesdays was a two-parter. We did like 2 different text poster designs for Valentine's Day, and then this was Monday. And Monday we kept it really basic. So this was really, if you're gonna watch any of them, I would say that the first challenge is probably, in my opinion, from just like a technical standpoint, the one to watch, just because it goes over the basics of kind of like navigating 3D space. These other ones are fun, but that one or this one also goes over a lot of that. They all I tried to cover a bunch of things. So like for this one, I was trying to focus on just using like 3D, like working in 3D space. For this one, I was trying to cover materials and lighting a bit more, although we didn't cover much lighting in this one. We covered a lot of materials in this one. We definitely covered lighting. We ended up covering lighting in all of them. I think we covered lighting more so in the first one here. This is mostly about the text and texture and materials. And then this one was another one that was focused on 3D space and the decals, with using graphics. And then this one was using all inflates. So this one was mostly about constructing things out of multiple shapes, I would say. So lots of different things to kind of take a look at and learn about. And there, this is our castle in purple since I fixed it. so that we can do multiple colors again, even though now I'm going to have to probably try and fix it again on this trebuchet once we get it done. Bliss says, I can't wait to be able to get back in the swing of creative stuff. Yeah. I know a lot of people have a lot of stuff going on at the beginning of the year, but if you do get a chance to go and check out the bootcamp stuff, I would highly recommend it. Alright, well this is kind of working out, but it's not great, so alternatively, we can try using just a path. And not have a warp applied to it. Although I think I might need to change the angle on this. Let's start with a isometric top. And bring this down, down, down. This is fine. I mean, it's fine. It's just, I wanted to be all fancy about it. You know? This is Don't Eat the Donut. You guys really like the song. Speaking of, I would be a bad donut connoisseur if I did not remind you that this upcoming week is Fat Tuesday, aka Pancake Day, aka Punchki Day, if you are a fan of any of those things, which you should be. You should go out to your local donut purveyor and pick yourself up some punchkis because you deserve them. Or punchkis. I've heard them pronounced a variety of ways, so. Alright, how do I want to do this next part? I do want a little bit of a taper, I think, on this. I think it needs to be higher up. This is actually almost to the top edge of this. Honestly, it's higher up than it seems. I also think all of this needs to be a little bit higher up now that I see it. That looks good to me. Alright, and then so many complicated pieces and parts. There's also like a string. That connects. And this is gonna need to be I mean, I'm tempted to do this with just a come on. I'm trying to use smart guides to pull this out. There you go. There we go. This is trickier than it looks. I swept it to the other side, which is I'm concerned. I have concerns. Punchki days. Punchki day, yeah. Sarah, will you be going to Biagio's? I have ordered mine from Big Mouth Donut, which means I need to go to the west side of town to pick them up. But I much prefer pre-ordering them than going and standing in line at Biagio's for entirely too long. So personal preference. Something tells me that this is not going to be easy to flip. Let's start with a horizontal flip. Move it over. Yeah, this is gonna be a pain to try and get it lined up. Sarah is hoping so. Well, you are the master of your own destiny. If you want punchkis, go get them. Do it. There's nothing stopping you. That's what I say anyways. That is too low. It needs to be higher up. I can tell already. I'm gonna draw a line here. It's probably gonna yell at me because I have 3D effects applied. I just want to make sure I have everything nicely aligned, and I'm gonna pick a color that's. I'm just gonna pick my red. I just want to see. Just want to make sure I've got everything in position here. Looks like I need to slide that up even more. That looks good. I'm going to use the same line here. Actually, I'm not, because these are tilted back, so it's getting... That's not confusing or anything. Oh god, this is going to be such a pain. Alright, let me try to just apply the same rotation. Oh, that might have worked, actually. Sometimes things work. Nope, it didn't work, but it kind of worked. I feel like this would just be easier with 2 lines rather than... I'm just gonna do it with line. That's gonna be the easier option. My phone is blowing up. What's happening? I am gonna leave that first one. Because I like the position of it. Just in case, I'm gonna hide that instead. There we go. I need to figure out how these attach. Chat be talking me into the weirdest things. Dresses, I'll take out my coworkers on Punchki Day. I buy donuts every Friday for the crew. Odari is the best boss is what he's saying to us there. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna grab this shape instead. So this is going to be easier for me to work with. This is kind of like a squarish piece. Scale this down a little bit. I just did this the total opposite way. It needs to go this way. Okay. Okay. Let's see. This needs to go in here. Sliding mechanism. There's like a little piece. And this attaches to with like a handle on top. Well, one thing at a time. This goes back. This attaches. Alright, there's like a little loop and a handle. Alright, I'm gonna use the width tool here. Narrow the ends. Okay. This. I need to like group all of this together. This needs to go behind. This needs to go front. This needs to go behind. All right. I feel like this is most of the main components. I just need to like fix some things here and add some more details. I don't know. What do we think? Is it looking good? Let me know. Magdi, let me know if that's how you pronounce that. Magdi, welcome to the stream. Karis is looking good. Corey, Katarina looking looks good. Odara says, I try to be best boss. Corey says, might have to order ahead, FYI, for the more popular shops anyways. Yeah, that's what I mean. Biagio's doesn't have... Biagio's is a local shop that Sarah and I both know and love. But they don't have, like, pre-ordering, and they also are cash only. And I'm not gonna go stand in line. So I'm gonna order from Big Mouth. I like Big Mouth anyways. It's just that Big Mouth is on the opposite side of town from me, so I have to drive out there. So Bliss is saying best hype woman ever. Who? Who is? You? Me? Where am I hyping up? What are we hyping? Sarah says, I don't know how they're still cash only. Yeah, they survive. I feel like this is massive. And part of me kind of wishes that there was one on the opposite side, but I really don't want to have to do this all over again and change the perspective. So, yeah, I don't want to put one on the other side. Okay, we're just gonna keep moving. Keep on moving. Figure out, now the next sort of issue here is troubleshooting this handle situation. Oh man, there we go. I'm assuming that this is like a thing that gets pulled down and like locks into place somewhere until they're ready to launch it into space. Or, you know, as you do. Why do I feel like this looks weird? Okay, because I had an extra point. I was like, there's no way that that is off by that much. And it wasn't. It was, I'm gonna make some adjustments here. There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm not gonna round that. I decided against it. There's our handle. I'm going to do a similar kind of thing from the front here, and I am not sure how I'm going to go about doing that. Let's try copying and pasting in front and just, oh, maybe we can just rotate it. I love it when things work out like that. Doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does. And this is essentially a piece that like just sits here where the loop of this goes around, as far as I can tell. Holds it into place. So one of these, this needs to go in front of this and behind this, and these will need to come down a little. There we go. Perfect. And what's next on our list? We need to add some joint pieces. There's like a also a tension string, I suppose, that comes down and attaches to like a piece back here. Let's see if I can just use this again and round it out. Looks like it. And once again, this is going to be 75, so let's do 25. I'm going to make this more opacity here. And kind of bring it centered. This I will make 5. Let's see what 5 looks like. And I don't even think you're going to see the one on the opposite side. Maybe a little bit. Alright, there's that. there's a line that goes down. I'm gonna need to figure this out, but for now I'm just gonna kind of place it in here. How it kind of wraps around this, but for now it's fine just like this. And because it'll need to be like a, I'll show you what I mean. There's gonna need to be like a piece that wraps around, if that makes sense. So let's pull this out a little bit more. Like I said, I wasn't going to do this right now, and then I just did it anyways. Because this piece is going to go behind this. So you can see that we're going to like imply that it wraps around. But I'm not going to do all of it right now, but you get the idea. And it needs to be like a wheel on here. I'm not going to do that yet because I need to add the rest of this support piece that connects to this. I just realized there's another piece that goes at a similar angle to this. Let's actually use this. I'm going to place it here. And it's going to be a lot more narrow. And it's going to be wider. And then there's another piece going to come up from this and it's going to, I guess it would just rest on this. It's hard to tell. How this piece is connecting. Nick's popping in from Twitch and YouTube to say I need a donut and hi. Time 1:17 because I became hungry because of the stream. It's not though. It's 5:21. What are you talking about? In what world? I know you're in the same time zone as me. It is not one. Oh. Alright, we're gonna have to go like this. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how this piece works. One thing at a time here. Okay. This looks correct. Okay. This piece, it just kind of sits here on the end, and I don't really understand it. But we're gonna go with it. Oh, Corey said he means 1 hour into the stream. 1 hour, 17 minutes. Got it. I was like, I don't understand. I don't know what kind of math you're doing, but it doesn't, you know, what. It's not 1. I can tell you that right now. And then there are additional support pieces. How am I gonna do this? Oh boy. Alright. Maybe I can get away with just rotating them. We're gonna try. Nope, I'm gonna have to rotate this a little. Alright, where did I rotate this? Okay. -3, -3. Do the same thing over here. I know the top doesn't look right. I guess it is. Does this seem correct? I can't tell anymore. We have gone down a rabbit hole with this. Let me tell you. I like how I titled this plant. I'm gonna have to rename the title of the stream. It's not plants anymore. Somebody's gonna be coming in here expecting me to be drawing some like fine, rose bushes and stuff, and I'm like drawing a gigantic, what is this thing called? Ballista? I don't know how to pronounce this either. So. All right, we need to draw a spear thing that shoots out of this. I guess I didn't realize, and I don't know why I wouldn't have. These things fire enormous spears. Like, why wouldn't they be giant, I mean, the giant arrows are basically spears, so, yeah, who knew? Learn something new every day, don't we? Sarah Mapes is probably sad over there having nightmares of, working on certain projects at work right now with these, this giant spear. Let me know if you need this for a Nat Geo illustration, Sarah. Oh gosh, I need to put this in front of this. This needs to come in front of this. This needs to go behind this. And also this. Oh, this is a complicated web we have woven here to get this through here. Let me figure out how I'm gonna do this. Nope, no plants here, Odari says. Of course, there's bolts, but yeah, they look like spears. Bolts? Ballista, bolt. Of course, I spelled that totally wrong. Oh gosh, they are like, they look like jorts. Jorts? Jarts? What are those lawn dart things? Jarts? Yeah, they look like lawn darts. Lawn darts were inspired by medieval weaponry, apparently. Jarts, so jorts or jean shorts. I know. I couldn't remember. That's just what came out, you know. And the name of a cat, yeah. Sarah says, you know, I was thinking it. How things work. Yeah. That was giving me how things work vibes for sure. Jorts. Jarts. Lawn darts. Did I somehow get this to work? Wait a second. Oh, look at that, I did. Oh. Well, I don't know if I just, like, looked away and came back and I had it all organized in the right order. I'm not touching that again, then. Alright, this needs to have some kind of giant, terrifying, spiky arrowhead point on it. I can't be responsible for what I say on stream. I just want you to know that. Like, you know, I take no responsibility. Oh, well, we have a couple of options for how we could do this, and I don't know what the best one's gonna be. To make the shape that I want. Let's try a triangle. And I'm gonna use a, not an extrude. I'm gonna use a revolve. Classic. And we're gonna adjust some settings before I go back and make some changes. Custom. Alright, so that's the shape that I need. I need it to be going the other way, though. Okay. And let's try to add Let's try to make this fancy. Oop, there we go. A little fancy end there. Alright, now we gotta move it into place here. Oh, nope, I gotta use the rotate. Scale it up. There we go. Medieval weaponry. Let's clean this up a bit. I'm gonna grab all these pieces I didn't end up needing to use at the moment. This all needs to go into this group. We're gonna put this all on a working layer. There we go. There's our weapon. I feel like the lighting is a bit off on it. Like, I need to go in and adjust some of that. Cone? Yeah, kind of like a cone shape. How far back? Oh, there we go. Alright, let's see here. I think what I need to do, I didn't adjust my ambient light down. So I need to do that. So I'm just gonna go really quickly here. Make sure I've got my color swatch and I just want to make sure I've got the lighting consistent. Actually, maybe this didn't. Maybe I didn't have it turned all the way down. Oh no, I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. Second guessing myself on the lighting settings that I used. It just looks so odd because I'm at such a weird angle, I think. Oh, that's a piece I don't actually need anymore. Let's move that out. I really need to make a select same appearance shortcut for my sanity. I can't believe you spent so much time drawing this weapon here, but hopefully it was worth it. Katerina said I won't suggest anymore. Oh no, it's fine, I don't mind. I mean, it fills the space with something different. I was just gonna fill everything with plants, but you know, this is certainly more interesting, to say the least. Odara says it looks fantastic. Glad you're here for it. I should have probably done all of this stuff before, but I was not sure how this was even going to work out, so, to be honest with you. Odara wants one for the house. I mean, well, not with this. If we had used the new 3D tools, you can, and I have done, and we should do that again, just for funsies. A 3D print. Oh, I don't need this anymore either. Look at all these things I'm finding that I don't actually need anymore. I'm gonna pull both of these out of this group, actually. You can 3D print stuff from Illustrator OBJs. I have done it. More than once, actually. So, that's an option. Oh man, look at all this mess of stuff that I don't need. There we go. Oh, see, I didn't fix that. Now I'm able to see that I didn't actually get that fixed. Alright, let's see. Let's sort this out. This needs to be in front, but this also needs to be in front. So I'm going to do this. Isolate this path. I'm just going to essentially make two. I don't know that the city you live in would necessarily approve of your choice of adding armory to your neighborhood, Odari. Well, that didn't work how I wanted it to. Alright, well, for the sake of my sanity, we are going to just use a mask. Okay. Isolate path. There we go. That's fine. Alright, looks pretty good, if I must say so. Although I'm gonna be annoyed and disappointed that there's not one in the opposite side. I'm just saying. Like, I really wish there was one on this side now. But I feel like that would take a lot of work. And I don't know that I want to make a second one. You know? Garrett's saying, just lay some cattle drops, Odari. I'm sure that would get point if they stood on them. What is that? Oh, those are like terrifying spikes in the ground. Like ninja stars that you put on the floor. Don't step on those. What? Alright, well, that's a thing. Caltrops. Caltrops. Alright. Terrifying. Y'all know about some terrifying weaponry. Oh, Dari. Dari says, cool, I live in Detroit. When the apocalypse comes, I'll be ready. See, man, I just feel like it would look so good over here. Like another one. But, like, the amount of work to make another one going the opposite way would be so much work. Of course, did anybody ever play with jacks? Like the game jacks. Those are basically caltropes. Yes. I don't know how to play the game, but yes. I feel like I have some. Somewhere in my house. I just realized that I said I needed to add a couple more details onto this, and then I never did. Mainly, I need to add this piece here. I'm going to turn off scale strokes and effects. And then select all of those. I just don't want to scale the middle, if that makes sense. Oh, maybe there is no piece that goes here. Well, it seems to vary. I'm gonna add one in anyways. I think it needs to go lower, like where this point joins. It needs to go like here. And you're not actually gonna see either of these, so I'm gonna not keep them. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of it. You're only gonna see the one side here. And I think that might be it. I have to figure out this situation. With this line. Let's grab this, copy, paste in front, object, expand appearance, grab this. I just want the shape on the outside. Okay. Oh my gosh. Just cooperate. Alright. Let's go. And alright, that looks good. I almost forgot about this wheel thing. I think I just need to add, like, I think I could do it with a, polar grid maybe, or yeah, polar grid. Corey's talking about jacks. We might be too young for that, though. I remember my grandfather had some. If I recall correctly, if you bounce a ball, recall correctly, you bounce a ball and pick up as many as you can before it hits the ground again. Seems like you could game that game. I think those are the rules. Oh, Dari says, you are showing my age, Corey. I played jacks when I was a kid. LOL. Oops. Oh, Dari says, wasn't a lot to do in the late 70s. Gareth saying it was safe to go outside in Wales in the late 70s. Same here, Gareth, Dari says. Let's look up jacks. I feel like I should know how to play the game that has my name in it. But I don't. So here we are. Also known as knucklebones, also known as scatterjacks, snobs. Wow, why does it have so many names? 5 stones. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those things that has way more rules depending on where you live in the world. Yeah, looks like it does. The modern game uses a rubber ball, and the knucklebones, or jacks, typically a set of 10, are made of metal or plastic. There are variants on how the players decide who goes first, usually by flipping the set of jacks back in the hands and then back to the cupped hands again. The player who keeps the most from falling goes first. Set up the game, the jacks are scattered loosely on the play area, and the players in turn bounce the ball off of the ground and pick up jacks and then catch the ball before it bounces a second time. The number of jacks to be picked up is preordained and sequential. At first, 1 must be picked up, next 2, and so on, depending on the number of jacks included. The number may not divide evenly, and there may be jacks left over if the player chooses to pick up the leftover jacks first. One variation is to announce that by saying horse before carriage or queens before kings. I don't understand how that works. So, like, how does that work? I don't know. Like, at the end, you just go for it? Like, it's a free-for-all at the very end? I don't know. I don't know enough about this game. Alright, let's grab a polar bear. This is probably gonna look weird at first, huh? Let's try. Alright, well, I want that to apply. Okay. Alright, apparently he doesn't want to apply a 3D effect. So, we'll just make it work. Megan's here! Hey Megan, how's it going? I'm trying to match the angle of this. We're gonna need to get rid of some of this. Change this to our color. Okay. I don't actually think we need to have the outside. It's hard to tell. Or if the outside is just supposed to be like spokes without any edge to it. I'm gonna scale it down too. Let's zoom in and make sure we've got everything kind of lined up here. Alright. And I'm going to delete that outside edge. I think it's just supposed to be spokes. Go. Maybe? I actually can't really tell how these are attached. Megan says, it's great, just sat down to relax. I was going to attempt to catch up on the AI creative challenges from this week. Yay! Megan, I put all the links to the challenges in the description of this video in case people wanted to check them out. So feel free to go check those out at your leisure. I was going to say something and now it has escaped me. Yeah, they're all gathered there if you want to check them out. And as well as the, I remember what I was going to say now, the 3 Bootcamp stuff is in there too. You know what? I feel like there has to be a better way. I feel like there has to be a better way to do this. Let me decrease the opacity a bit on this. Paste this in front. I know it looks chaotic. I'm trying to do something very specific here. Alright, let's turn the opacity up on this. Let's see if we can... Actually, you know what I can do? I'm just going to turn this off. I'm going to draw out a circle. I don't know why I'm making this more complicated. I just need this circle. Without the 3D effect. And that should be enough. I just need to extend it using smart guides to snap the lines. Boop. I didn't realize that we have like 2 minutes left, so this will probably be the last thing we do here, but we will have finished this whole thing. And that's quite an accomplishment. There we go. Alright, let's try this. We're going to add around... No, we're not. We're going to be indecisive. Okay. And that looks good. I just need to take the bottom set. Oh no. Here's what we're going to do. Copy and paste in front. Delete the top. And we're going to move these into place. And then copy and paste. I'm going to delete the bottom. This in place. This has been a chaotic journey. Okay. Alright. Success. Such a journey to get here. Alright. It appears that these only exist on one side of the trebuchet. So I don't think I'm gonna put them on both sides. I keep calling it a trebuchet. The ballista. Ballista? Oh, some of them have them on both sides. Well, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't make sense to have them both on both sides. I'm just gonna leave it on one side. Regardless, we got that done. I am really happy with the way that turned out. I am really salty that I want one on the other side, facing the other direction, because that's going to be painful to do. But if I'm feeling ambitious, I will go ahead and do that. We'll just see how it goes. I know the stream was titled Plants, 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 because my plan for today was to add all of these trees, and I did start throughout the scene, and then mix in all these smaller plants from the garden beds, kind of dispersing them amongst the land masses, but then we got distracted with weaponry, which is totally fine by me. So, in terms of the next steps, we still need to deal with the plants. I need to figure out if I'm going to add another trebuchet over here, which I'll probably do off stream because it's going to be really complicated. And then we need to get into the real tiny details. There's a couple things I need to clean up. The trebuchet is one. Trebuchet. Oh my gosh. This ballista. I'm never going to get the pronunciation of that right. I'm sure once I go downstairs, Corey's going to be like, here's how you pronounce that word. But anyways. Things I need to do off stream. I need to get the rest of these towers in and finish up these walls. It's just a copy and paste job. And I need to decide on the trebuchet and potentially add a second one. Stuff I'm going to do on stream is going to be probably plant stuff. But more importantly, maybe we don't need to do plant stuff as much as we need to. Jack needs to get the walls done on the outside so that we can figure out the textures that we're going to apply if we're going to add any kind of like brick textures. Stone textures, whatever textures, to the walls and stuff. Those are the big things that I need to do. You know, also might be nice to have like stone texture on like, you know, the surfaces here. We have to be kind of careful though, not to go too crazy with it because, you know, we don't want to take away from the details we already have. So it's going to be a delicate balance, and I think that's something that we'll probably focus on next time to sort it out. Nick says you did plant ballista. I cannot pronounce that. And sorry, Bree is joining for the last few seconds of my stream. Thank you so much for joining, Bree. Bliss is saying, hoping Jack feels ambitious one day for the sake of symmetry. I know, it's gonna drive me crazy. And, like, I feel like the angle would be so cool. Because it would not only, like, first of all, it makes sense to have these kind of facing the, what is the entrance, right? But also, I just think the angle would be really nice. It would just fit into that space really nicely that I wasn't really sure what to do with. And I wasn't really satisfied with, like, just put plants. So I probably will. It's kind of like the library all over again when I was like, it would be really cool to add a spiral staircase, but I don't feel like doing that because it would take too long. And then I added a spiral staircase, so. Bliss says because we all know that White Walkers come from all over the place. Yeah, I mean, you don't know what kind of, like, defense they need to have. I mean, look at this place. It's also kind of floating in the air, though, so, you know. You gotta have arrow. You gotta be shooting stuff into the air when you are a floating fortress castle land. So, you know, as you do. Anyways, I am done for now. That's gonna be it for me for today. I don't know what we're gonna work on next week. I'll be back to my normal stream. So, I'm not streaming tomorrow. I just need a break because I've been in your faces literally all week. So I am not streaming tomorrow. I think Sarah Mapes is streaming tomorrow. Corey saying, gotta protect the Master Emerald. Is that a Sonic reference? Odari says, no! I've literally been on all week, Odari. I'm sorry. I'm not streaming tomorrow, but I'll be back next week. I'll be back on Saturday and Sunday next week. Sarah Mapes will be streaming tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to work on next week because I have to start on this coffee project. I don't know if I could tell you what the name is yet. It has a name, which is very exciting. This coffee brand, and I have been chipping away at it in very small quantities because I have not had time with the challenges to really dedicate challenges, and you know, I still do work a full-time job, so. Folgers, Bliss says, Jack's working on Folgers. That's not the name. It's not like a corporate coffee. It's like a local coffee roaster, which I'm very excited about. But I want to let them know when I'm going to work on it in stream, because it's, if you remember when I did buildings and food, it's going to be the same group. I have to get that project up, by the way. But I know that Will joined in the chat, the client joined in the chat for that one, so I'm going to let them know that I'm going to be working on that potentially next week. But I have to work on that tomorrow as well, so. Odara says, I feel you, get your chillax on. I do just need a little bit of a break, and it's not necessarily from streaming as much as it is like I have like a bunch of like stuff to do. Like I need to, like, I don't know, do laundry and go to like the store, you know. Things that like no, but I don't need to stream that, but I need to do it. So, and it prevents me from streaming, so Odari is Mod Squad 2. Yes, Katarina. Modari, as RB so elegantly said. Odari, Modari. Yes. I lost my train of thought because all of a sudden my phone started making noises. Melissa shakes fist at life for getting in Jack's way. I mean, I gotta eat, and yeah, gotta have clean clothes. You don't want me on here in that state, you know? That's not cool. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me for today. I won't be back tomorrow, but I'll be back next week. You can follow me here on Behance or on social. I post my schedule every week, and if you follow me on Behance, you get notified when I go live. Feel free to check out those awesome challenges that I did. I'm really proud of them. Hangry Jack can't make the best art. Megan says, Hangry Jack is dangerously close to Hungry Jack, which is a brand. And I wish that Hungry Jack could be my brand, because I feel like that describes me very well. Bliss says, we can't smell you, well, except Corey. Well, I mean, you know, nonetheless. That's no good. Anyways, thank you all for hanging out with me. Special shout out to the mods, Bliss, Corey, Nick, and Odari. We've got a full mod squad now. It's an official squad, so let me go down the line and say a big shout out to everybody who hung out with today. Annika, Bliss, Colby. It was nice to see you, Colby. Corey, Dee, Gareth, Katarina, Maggie, Megan, Nick, Odari, Oliver, RB, Sarah, Sean, Bree, Umacorn. Be sure to follow all of the streamers we had in the chat. We had Umacorn, Sean Kozel, Sarah Mapes, Odari, Bliss, Gareth. I'm gonna count Colby and Annika and Bliss. I don't know if I said Bliss. Did I say Bliss? And Bliss. Alright, now I'm really, really off, so I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. I'll be back next week, like I said, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions about anything with the challenges. Probably on Discord. Discord's probably the best place to reach me, so yeah. I don't know. That's gonna be it. That's all for now. I'm gonna do laundry and eat some food and, you know, all the things that are not streaming. Bye, everyone! Oh, that's the wrong screen. That's the wrong screen. That's my desk. Hello, desk.